Hello and welcome to the Oxford-Cambridge Data Observatory demo. This video aims to give you a quick demonstration on how to use the Oxford-Cambridge Data Observatory and how to get the most out of it. So firstly, the Oxford-Cambridge Data Observatory is an online service that aims to provide users with quick and easy access to data and insights on the Oxford-Cambridge region's economy and environment. It can be used by a wide variety of stakeholders. For example, it can be used by investors who are preparing business cases for their investment propositions and require access to information on regional economic conditions to do so. It can be used by academics who are interested in conducting regional economic or environmental analysis and need access to a high quality evidence base. And it can also be used by ordinary members of the public who might just be curious about the economy or environment in the Oxford-Cambridge region and would just like to learn more about where they live. As you can see, the Data Observatory is divided into 4 sections: a regional insights section, which provides a series of reports that are interactive on a variety of subjects; a data explorer, which allows users to build their own maps with the data and visualizations available in the Data Observatory; a data library, which can be used to browse all of the data that we have in the Data Observatory, provides users with background information on what the metrics are and how they can be used, as well as some key insights and some ready-made spreadsheets to download for your own analysis. And finally, a report section, which pulls together lots of really valuable intelligence and reports relating to the Oxford-Cambridge region's economy and environment. First to note is that the Data Observatory has been designed to be used on desktop computers, ideally on full high-definition displays, 1080p, for example. There are currently no plans to make it available to use on mobile devices, and we also strongly recommend that you use a keyboard and mouse for browsing the Data Observatory. So to begin with the Explore Regional Insights, as you can see that we have a range of informative reports on a range of topics already included. Clicking on any of these tiles will take you to the relevant regional insight report. So just for example, we have a productivity and economic output regional insight. We have here a brief description. You click the arrow to begin. As you can see, we have this divided into a series of chapters, giving you some of the key points on a particular topic. We have obviously the charts on the right-hand side of the screen. You can hover over them for further information on each individual label. If there are 2 charts, you can also scroll down to view them. And if you want to have a look at the map or visualization in the background, please click this hide info icon here, which will then hide the display and you can view the map in the background. And as before, hover over each individual item to give you more detail on the metric that you're looking at. In this case, it's looking at gross value added per capita, which is a measure of the economic performance of each individual area and can also be used as an indicator of living standards. If you bring back the material, you can then use your mouse to scroll between each individual chapter. And as you can see, that as the charts change, that the visualization in the background will also change. And again, we recommend using a mouse wheel to scroll between sections. So there are other types of regional insight available, which are focused on the environment. So here we have one on natural capital, and this also includes visualizations on natural capital in the Oxford-Cambridge region. In some of these, you may also have this label here, which tells you what you're looking at, gives you a key telling you what the features are included. And as before, you can click the hide info button to hide that label so you can have a closer look at the map. Moving on from the Regional Insight section, we have the Data Explorer, which can be accessed from the home page. This is a page that allows you to build your own visualizations using data in the Data Observatory and do your own exploring as such. It's a little bit like a sandbox environment. So as you can see, it will load up a map of the Oxford-Cambridge region. You have a box here, which lists all of the visualizations that are available in the Data Observatory, with the most frequently used ones appearing at the top of the list. You can either scroll through the list to find whatever you're interested in. So let's have a look at high growth businesses. Or alternatively, you can clear the sections you have here, and you can type the type of visualization you're interested in looking at. So, for example, with energy, we can have a look at renewable energy projects that are operational. So as you can see, that the visualizations can either be points on a map individually, or they can also be information that pertains to a local authority area. In terms of browsing this information effectively, you obviously use your left mouse button to pan the map. You can use your right mouse button to tilt the map. And then you can use your mouse wheel to zoom in and out. Using this section on the side, this will include the title of the dataset that you're viewing, a link to the data library page, the visualization that is used in the data library page as well, and also a range of layer settings. So, for example, you can adjust the color to match that of your individual organization. You can adjust the elevation, which adjusts the 3D effect. So, for this example, shows the housing affordability ratio for each local authority area. That's the ratio of the median house price to the median annual earnings. Higher values indicate worse affordability of housing. And you can adjust the elevation as you can see here. Also general settings where you can adjust elevation for all layers that are currently selected if you so wish. Hide the district outline if that becomes relevant, reset everything to normal, and you can also click the download map option, which will produce a PDF map of whatever is currently in the current view. As shown before, that you don't have to have information that's on a local authority basis. We also include some point information. So going back to the operational renewable energy project, here we have each individual operational renewable energy project in the region, with the height of each individual bar indicating the megawatt capacity of those areas. And we've also excluded storage from this version, so that we are comparing like for like. As before, you can do things like adjust color, adjust elevation as well, so that the 3D effects are a bit easier to see, and also adjust the radius of each individual point, which can be helpful when you're zooming in on individual areas and would like them to be easier to see. So as mentioned before, we have a link so that you can jump straight to the data library page for the visualizations in the Data Explorer. So this will now load up the renewable energy planning database. So as you can see on these data library pages, we have the title of the dataset, a brief description of what's included and how it can be used, some key points where the Data Observatory team have pulled out some key insights from the dataset to make it easier to understand what the data is showing you. We have information about the data, so whether or not it's restricted, what's the original source, how frequently it's updated. We have a preview of the visualizations that are included in the dataset, and you can use the same map controls as the Data Explorer here if you just want to have a quick preview. Any charts and visualizations will also appear underneath. And also you have a download dataset button where you can download a ready filtered Excel spreadsheet of the dataset to assist you in your own research. Related resources will also appear underneath. So, for example, electric vehicle charge points are related to this particular dataset. However, there's a huge amount of information within the Data Observatory to explore. You can use the sidebar here to browse each of the individual sections. So let's go back to the data library, where you can browse the full range of datasets that we have included. And this will, as mentioned before, include all of that detail I've just showed you for the renewable energy projects. Last but not least, we have the reports section, which, very similar to the data library page, will include a series of tiles of key reports that are of particular importance to the Oxford-Cambridge region across a range of subjects, everything from bespoke sector reports on the region's space sector all the way to the local skills improvement plans. However, there is quite a lot of material on the Data Observatory, and it can be quite difficult to find what you're looking for. So we've introduced in the sidebar here a search bar. So you can simply type in a keyword like invest, and it will return all information in the Data Observatory that is relevant for that keyword. So it will be divided into datasets. So, for example, here we've got inward investment results from DBT. We have regional insights, so a regional insight on trade investment in the region, and any other reports that use the keyword invest or investment. So that is the Oxford-Cambridge Data Observatory, a very quick run through of what's available. I would also like to mention that we want the Data Observatory to be much more than just putting a bunch of data and insights on a website. So if you have any questions or would like to request any support, then please do get in contact with. Thank you very much for listening to this demo.